Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakutash, double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. A salutation to Yakim pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yasad back at you with another lesson. Will it edify into the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I just doing a bit of thinking, and it just came to my spirit. Basically, this truth keeps us sane. Yeah, this truth keeps us sane. Our mind, sane, right? Because without this truth, really, when you really check it, it's all vanity and vexation. It's on our spirit, and it's like you're just in a hole, and you're digging yourself deeper and deeper and deeper. Because when you look at the life of a Jake, having this truth, you understand why things are so. You understand, basically, the position that you're in, and also, being a part of this truth, you basically you have a purpose, Yeah, you have a great purpose. Yeah. So I will start off with this book here in this precept in the book of Job, and verses Job 28 and verses 16. It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir, with the precious onyx or the sapphire. The gold and the crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels of fine gold. No mention shall be made of coal or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. Yeah, the price of wisdom is above rubies, right? Because we people in a real lost state. The Lord say you plant a noble vine, but we become a degenerate plant, and we know our people being a curse and a reproach, unto the heathen, right? Yeah, we being a byword and a proverb amongst the heathen every day, right? But being in the street, you get to understand why, and you acknowledge bearing all what is done upon thee, because the things that we have done unto the Lord. That's why the scriptures say that I will bear the indignation, because why? We sin against the Lord. The book of Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. And that light, going back to this word, right? Because the scripture said our look at Psalms 119. Alright, Psalms 119 and 104. It says, thy precepts, I was at 104, through thy precept I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Right? Because as it says, this here is written for what? Our learning. Right? Everything that is written, it is written for our learning. Right? We have records of accounts many different things our forefathers went through, and the fellow that was punished and whatnot. But hey, we ought to learn from these things, right? Learn from these things, all that our forefathers went through. We through the scriptures we see the consequences, and even now, literally, we actually going through it. Verse 105, it says, thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a lamp, basically, it gives us light. It say, and a light unto my path. Yeah, right. That's why Yahweh Shai even say in book of John 6:63, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. And the word quicken goes into what? To make alive. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Yeah. So these words, hey, it's useful. And another thing to understand, and at the times we're in, who is the power and all these things, because this is, without this knowledge, there's no salvation, because you won't know what to do in that time, right? That's why the scripture said that the Lord called them not servants, but he called them friends, because friends know what the master do it, right? Yeah. True comfort at this word, the scriptures, hey, brothers have been able to get through a lot of things, and brothers putting up videos. So brothers putting up videos, hey, we basically exhorting one another, and admonishing one another. Yeah. That is why the first Timothy, the second Timothy, Second Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. Right? Because having this, you come back to a true sense of understanding what is going off. What please the Lord and what don't please the Lord, right? Because we know according to the scripture, then that sin without the law will win and perish, right? Let's see if I get that and pull it up in the Blue Letter Bible. Romans 2:12 into the Blue Letter Bible. Romans 2:12 in the NLT. I read it in the KJV and the NLT. For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law, and as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. In the NLT, when the Gentiles sin, they shall be destroyed, even though they never had the Most High law, written law. So basically, they that who didn't is like, is a person who grew up under the Christian church, you grew up under whatsoever doctrine and whatnot. You didn't get to know. You might have heard the prophets, you might have passed by, but you didn't inquire and you didn't get to know the Lord, so you didn't basically fully Yeah, you didn't basically get the understanding of this, you know. So what? This is your outcome. They're going on what? They will be destroyed. So it's not the Most High fault that you didn't get to know Him and His laws, statutes, and commandments. That ain't His fault. You're still gonna be judged. You're gonna be destroyed. So I come like, hey, you even stand that chance. You even make it to, you already destroyed. Let's say, and the Jew who do have the Most High laws will be judged by that law when they have failed to obey it. Yeah, and that is how seriously, we ought to, take this, because hey, if you don't have the understanding of this and you're going off, you're still gonna perish. You're still gonna perish because of that. Right? Yeah. Um yeah, and basically it takes, you know, being able to endure all these different things that come at us on daily. Hey, it takes this word, being recited in our minds. Or even sometime I brought a video would uplift you in the spirit. You know? Yeah, because hey, this word, this what keep us see in our sanity in this place, because the scripture said darkness covered the earth, but gross darkness the people. People basically totally out of the mind. They don't know how to live or what to live for. None of these things. You know? I think just a quick one. Hopefully that's it was edifying. All praises to Jehovah Hashem Eroshai, double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Until the next, Shalom.